G'day, out here every step matters. The wild is beautiful, but danger hides in plain sight. Survival is about knowledge, not just gear. Today we're exploring the world's most challenging places for solo travelers in 2024. This is your unfiltered survival guide, where respect for the unknown is your best tool. The rules are different, the stakes are higher. Let's get started. Our first stop, Afghanistan. A nation steeped in history, scarred by conflict and possessing a raw, untamed beauty that both captivates and intimidates. We begin our journey into the heart of the world's most dangerous places, and Afghanistan serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead. A land of breathtaking mountains, the Hindu Kush Range dominates the landscape, a formidable barrier and a silent witness to centuries of human struggle. These peaks, majestic and imposing, offer a stunning vista, but conceal a harsh reality and deep-rooted challenges. Decades of war have left an indelible mark, a tapestry of destruction woven into the very fabric of society. The scars are visible in the crumbling infrastructure, the displaced communities, and the lingering trauma etched on the faces of its people. For travelers, it's a minefield, literally and figuratively. Unexploded ordnance litters the countryside, a deadly legacy of past conflicts. Navigating this terrain requires extreme caution, not just from physical dangers, but also from the complex web of social and political sensitivities. Security is volatile. The threat of violence is ever present, a palpable tension that hangs in the air. Every interaction, every journey carries an element of risk. Terrorism, kidnapping, and violent crime are daily threats. These are not abstract dangers, they are real and present, impacting the lives of ordinary Afghans and posing significant risks to any outsider. Checkpoints appear without warning, manned by unpredictable armed groups. Navigating these encounters requires a delicate balance of respect, caution, and a healthy dose of luck. The power dynamics are often unclear, and misinterpretations can have serious consequences. Blending in isn't possible. You're always conspicuous. As a foreigner, you are immediately identifiable, a target for both curiosity and suspicion. Your every move is scrutinized, and your presence can inadvertently disrupt the delicate social fabric. Medical care is scarce, infrastructure fragile, and you're truly on your own. Access to even basic necessities can be a challenge, and emergency services are often non-existent. Self-reliance is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. The risk of being in the wrong place at the wrong time is high, unforeseen events can escalate quickly, and the consequences can be severe. Vigilance and situational awareness are paramount. Political climates shift overnight. What's safe today may be deadly tomorrow. Alliances can crumble, power structures can shift, and the security landscape can transform in an instant. Adaptability is key to survival. Real-time intelligence is nearly impossible to get. Reliable information is a precious commodity, often obscured by misinformation and propaganda. Making informed decisions requires a network of trusted sources and a healthy dose of skepticism. Here, the margin for error is zero. Mistakes can be fatal. Every decision, every action must be carefully considered. The Hindu Kush may call to adventurers, but the human element makes this one of the world's most dangerous frontiers. It's not just the rugged terrain or the harsh climate. It's the complex interplay of political instability, social tensions, and the ever-present threat of violence that makes Afghanistan such a perilous destination. Sometimes, survival means knowing when not to go. Discretion is the better part of valor. Recognizing the limits of your capabilities and understanding the risks involved are crucial for making informed decisions and ensuring your safety. Next, Syria, a land of ancient cities now scarred by war. For travelers, it's an active conflict zone, not a destination. Violence is ongoing. Shelling, airstrikes, and clashes are daily risks. Unexploded ordnance turns every step into a gamble. The country is divided among factions, each with its own rules. Foreigners face constant suspicion and risk of detention. Infrastructure is decimated. Food, water, and medical care are scarce. Illness or injury can be fatal. Syria's glorious past is overshadowed by present danger. Here, survival is more about luck than skill, and luck is in short supply. South Sudan. Vast savannas, teeming wildlife, and relentless conflict. Civil unrest and ethnic violence erupt without warning. As a traveler, you're a target. Curiosity at best, suspicion at worst. Violent crime is rampant, especially in Juba. Infrastructure is minimal, roads are impassable, communications unreliable. If you get in trouble, help is unlikely. Disease is a constant threat, healthcare is nearly non-existent. Clean water is a luxury. The environment itself is unforgiving. South Sudan tests endurance. Beauty overshadowed by conflict. Here, survival means constant vigilance. It's a frontier few are prepared for. Yemen, a land steeped in history, a nation at a crossroads. It's a place of ancient cities that whisper tales of bygone eras, stunning coastlines where the turquoise waters meet the golden sands, and now tragically, a humanitarian catastrophe of immense proportions. The beauty of the landscape stands in stark contrast to the suffering endured by its people. Years of relentless civil war have shattered the very fabric of Yemeni society, tearing apart communities and leaving scars that may never fully heal. Violence is everywhere, an ever-present threat that hangs heavy in the air, disrupting every aspect of daily life. Airstrikes that rain down from the sky, relentless shelling that echoes through the valleys, and ground combat between warring factions are daily realities for the Yemeni people, a constant barrage of conflict that knows no end. In this brutal conflict, it is the civilians who pay the highest price, bearing the brunt of the violence and the devastating consequences of war. The specter of famine looms large, threatening to engulf the nation, and even the most basic needs, food to nourish the body, clean water to quench the thirst, and essential medicine to heal the sick, are increasingly scarce, pushing the population to the brink of survival. The healthcare system has all but collapsed under the weight of the conflict, unable to cope with the overwhelming needs of the population. Simple, treatable diseases that could easily be cured elsewhere become deadly threats in Yemen, claiming countless lives. The risk of kidnapping is extreme, a constant danger that shadows every movement. Westerners in particular are considered high-value targets, making them especially vulnerable in this volatile environment. A multitude of armed groups operate freely throughout the country, further destabilizing the region and contributing to the pervasive sense of insecurity. Movement is severely restricted by numerous checkpoints manned by various factions, and by constantly shifting front lines that carve the country into a patchwork of contested territories. As a result of the conflict, there is virtually no tourism infrastructure left standing, and there are absolutely no safe havens to be found, no places where one can truly escape the reach of the conflict. Even the wonders of Yemen, places like the ancient city of Sana'a with its towering mud brick skyscrapers and the unique biodiversity of Socotra Island, are now tragically trapped in this ongoing crisis, their beauty overshadowed by the devastation that surrounds them. For now, Yemen remains a forbidden zone, a place to avoid until peace finally returns and stability is restored. In the current climate, survival here is not just difficult, it is for many nearly impossible. Somalia. Longest African coastline, rich culture, and decades of chaos. Terrorism from Al-Shabaab is the main threat. Attacks are frequent and indiscriminate. Kidnapping risk for Westerners is extreme. Piracy persists offshore, lawlessness reigns on land. Armed militias and violent crime are daily realities. Infrastructure is ruined, safe lodging is rare. Travel requires armed guards, roads are perilous. Food and water crises are severe, healthcare is unreliable. Locals endure, but for outsiders the odds are grim. Here, survival is a daily battle. Central African Republic rich in resources, torn by violence. Rebel groups control much of the country. Government holds only a few towns. Clashes are frequent and unpredictable. Infrastructure is almost non-existent. Roads vanish in the rainy season. Getting stranded means isolation and danger. Violent crime is rampant. Foreigners are prime targets. Professional security is essential but out of reach for most. Humanitarian crisis is severe. Healthcare and food are scarce. The line between soldier and bandit is blurred. Adventure is eclipsed by overwhelming risk. Survival is a struggle even for locals. Libya. Desert landscapes, Roman ruins, and relentless conflict. Since 2011, rival governments and militias have split the nation. Front lines shift without warning. Urban clashes are common. Kidnapping for ransom is widespread. Foreigners are lucrative targets. Lawlessness is nationwide. Your passport is a liability. No reliable authority, no embassy support. Infrastructure is crumbling. Power and medical care are unreliable. Entry and movement are logistical nightmares. Ancient ruins stand in stark contrast to modern chaos. Libya is a no-go zone. Mali, home to Timbuktu, now at the heart of Sahel's violence. Jihadist groups control large areas, targeting military and civilians. Westerners are priority kidnapping targets. Ethnic conflicts and criminal networks add to the chaos. Travel outside Bamako is extremely dangerous. Even the capital isn't safe. Roads are ambush zones. Illegal checkpoints are common. International peacekeepers are under constant threat. Mali's cultural treasures are locked behind danger. For travelers, the risks are extreme and unacceptable. Here, adventure is out of reach. Iraq, cradle of civilization scarred by decades of conflict. Terrorism and sectarian violence remain threats. ISIS operates as an insurgency, carrying out attacks. Unexploded ordnance and IEDs are hidden dangers. Infrastructure is slowly rebuilding, but many cities are devastated. Militias wield power outside state control. Knowing who controls an area is confusing and risky. Some travelers visit Kurdistan, but it requires careful planning. Most regions remain off-limits. Iraq's history is immense, but its dangers are not yet history. Caution is essential. Venezuela, a land of breathtaking beauty, a place where nature's grandeur is on full display. From the towering peaks of the Andes to the lush rainforests teeming with life, the country is a visual feast. But beneath this veneer of natural splendor lies a nation in crisis, a society grappling with profound challenges that impact every aspect of daily life. The vibrant colors of the landscape stand in stark contrast to the somber reality faced by its people. Violent crime is rampant, a constant threat that casts a long shadow over communities. The presence of law enforcement is a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk. Caracas, once a bustling metropolis, is now sadly among the world's most dangerous cities. Its streets, once filled with life and laughter, are now fraught with peril. Economic collapse fuels desperation and aggression, pushing people to the brink. The value of currency plummets, and the struggle for basic necessities becomes a daily battle. Even small signs of wealth make you a target, a beacon for those driven to desperate measures. Simple acts of daily life become calculated risks. Political unrest simmers beneath the surface, and demonstrations can turn violent without warning, engulfing the streets in chaos. The air crackles with tension and uncertainty. Infrastructure is crippled, neglected, and decaying, a testament to years of hardship and neglect. Roads crumble, buildings stand in disrepair, and essential services falter. Shortages of food, water, basic necessities that are taken for granted elsewhere are a constant reality here. Empty supermarket shelves are a stark symbol of the crisis. And medicine, the lifeline of healthcare, is scarce, making even treatable illnesses a threat to life. Pharmacies stand empty, a grim reminder of the broken system. Power cuts are routine, plunging cities into darkness and disrupting daily life. The hum of electricity is replaced by an unsettling silence. Healthcare is in collapse, leaving the sick and vulnerable without access to essential care. Hospitals stand empty, a symbol of a system on the brink. Travel is fraught with risk, a journey through uncertainty and potential danger. Every mile traveled is a gamble. Illegal checkpoints manned by armed groups, poor roads riddled with potholes, and the constant threat of the unknown. These are the realities of travel in Venezuela. And vanishing tourism, once a vital source of income, now a distant memory. Empty hotels and deserted tourist sites stand as silent witnesses to the country's decline. Yet, despite all the hardship, natural wonders remain, a testament to the enduring beauty of the land. Majestic waterfalls cascade down cliffs, and lush landscapes stretch as far as the eye can see, but reaching them is perilous, a journey fraught with challenges and potential dangers. The path to paradise is often a difficult one. The country's tragedy is a stark reminder of the fragility of society and the devastating consequences of political and economic turmoil. It is a paradise lost to disaster, a land of immense potential struggling to overcome immense challenges. For travelers, venturing into Venezuela demands a high level of awareness and preparedness. Survival is not guaranteed, and caution is paramount. Venezuela demands caution and respect, a recognition of the complex realities on the ground. It's a place where beauty and danger coexist, and where survival depends on understanding the risks. We've explored the world's most challenging places where survival is never guaranteed. This isn't about fear, but understanding risk and respecting the unknown. True adventure is about preparation and wisdom. The strength of the human spirit endures even in hardship. Make your journey one of courage and caution. Research, prepare, and respect the places you visit. Your safety is your responsibility, your greatest tool. The world awaits, but demands your respect.